Next up is going to be Mike O'Neill from Second Amendment Coalition.
How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? I can't hear you. Everybody doing good? All right. All right. So today, I really appreciate everybody coming out. It's a good showing. I'm glad everybody's here to protect their rights. I want to touch on a couple things today. One is the Attorney General, Peter Nerona. They had a news conference the other day, and he made a comment that 89 guns were bought and sold to felons, and he couldn't prosecute the guy who sold the 89 guns. I think that's the most ridiculous statement ever. You know, when you fill out your federal form, it says, are you buying this for somebody else or is it for you? And if you lie on that form, you know it's a felony. So you could charge the guy with 89 felonies. He also references, high-capacity magazines. He can't charge anybody with that because there's no such thing as a high-capacity mag. If you have a Glock 17, it comes with 17 rounds. That's a standard magazine. You have an AR-15, comes standard with a 30-round magazine. That's the standard magazine. So it's all this misinformation that they put out there that it's really disingenuous. Also, he made a statement prosecuting, dropping the charges on the criminals. We've had a big debate about this over the years, and he's been dropping all the firearm charges and plea bargaining. Now, we knew that for a long time. That's why Representative Casey had passed a bill for the reporting bill, which would have the Attorney General actually send over all the information and for what the disposition of the cases and how everything was going. And of course, he's not giving us the information, so now the bill has to be more directly rewritten so we can get the information we need. But the other day, he did make a statement that on the federal side, charges are dropped, it's plead down, just like in his office at the majority of the time. So here it is, we have assault weapons ban that he wants. He wants a school bill. He wants high capacity magazine bill. But he's not charging the criminals, he's not prosecuting, he won't go to trial, but he wants to sit there and make us criminals.
He needs to be voted out.
That is true. He does need to be voted out. That is absolutely 100%. So when he's making that statement as far as the false narrative, that's what he calls it as far as plea bargaining, it's not a false narrative. You do your job, you prosecute, and then guess what? Little Johnny gangbanger won't get out of jail so he can go and murder somebody the following week. So, it's a little frustrating that, this is the type of Attorney General that we have. He stated, again, the plea bargains and by not prosecuting. And then I love this one the most. He discussed that a .223 round could go through a back windshield and the front windshield, and pistols can't do that. And so, he obviously doesn't understand ballistics, where if you take a .223 and you hit a windshield where it's going to fragment before a 9mm is going to fragment, because it's a small round. So again, he's just trying to placate to the moms and trying to basically lie to everybody. So, now we get on Linda Finn, which Linda should have been named Karen. Don't be a Karen. So Linda Finn says that 80% of Rhode Islanders want these bills. Well, there's only 600 people in her poll. We have 12,000 people who signed that said they wanted their rights, they wanted to keep their rights. So I think 600 to 12,000, I think we got them beat. And every time David Cicilline goes out with a poll on Facebook, everybody knows this, we vote against his assault weapons ban, and 5 hours later he takes it down, and of course we screenshot it, and we're at like 90% against it and 5% for his bill, and it's happened multiple times. So all these, this information that all the Rhode Islanders want all these bills to pass, it's incorrect. So again, the Attorney General refuses to convict anybody, but he wants to sit there and ban everything that we own. Linda Finn claims that Massachusetts is safer than Rhode Island. Well, I looked up in 2019 before I came here today, And there was 146 murders in the state of Massachusetts. And we only had 25 in the state of Rhode Island, because usually we're one of the safest states in the country, and only 15 were with firearms. So I beg to differ on her stats on that one, and she's really great at lying. So, you know, it's really, it's tough year for us because we haven't been able to get into the State House. And now it's only open from 9 to 3, and they're still doing business without us. It's frustrating. What the progressives don't understand is there's a lot of veterans. I served, my grandfather served in World War II, my father served. There's a lot of blood in this country that made this country what it is. So I want you to remember this. To survive, we must stick together. If we stick together, we will survive. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We got an election coming up. We're going to need all your help. Thank you very much.